This is Tyler. Hi, Tyler. Tyler is 7 years old this May. He enjoys riding his bike with his friends and playing G.I. Joe in the backyard. His dad is a well-respected lawyer in the community, recently getting a commendation from the mayor for putting away a large number of the criminal element. It's a picturesque vision, seemingly straight out of a Norman Rockwell painting. The lights go down for the night. This is Tyler's least favorite time of day, because for him, the boogeyman is very real. I want you to close your eyes and imagine this. Deep into dreams of princes and dragons, the smell of whiskey and beer starts to invade your nostrils. You wake up and feel your pants being pulled below your waist. You try to get away, not knowing what's going on, but the most trusted person in your life tightly holds you down, as he starts to explore orifices that you never knew could be touched in this way. You scream in pain, but the person you scream for forces your face into a pillow, cutting off your screams, as he continuously thrusts himself into you. When he's done, he leaves you alone, crying in a mess. Now imagine you're 10 when this happens.
I was 6 years old, and it was in the middle of the night. I remember I had a nightlight on, and my room was facing the door, and I just remember the nightlight.
One of the indicators that, like I said, that sexual abuse may have occurred is the fact that children act more mature for their age in what they say and their behaviors. And it's, where did this child pick this up from? They must have seen it somewhere or been exposed to it, or someone has abused them, and that is the criteria that the social worker uses to determine whether or not sexual abuse has occurred.
I want to say 60% of the people we talk to have been male perpetrators, and 40% have been female. It's not as expected because, how would a female rape a little kid? But there's plenty of ways. They'll use their fingers to rape a kid. A lot of them just like to sodomize or to use oral sex on the kids.
It was my brother, and he asked me to lay down with him, and I did. And next thing I know, he was just asking me questions and he was touching me. This was a family member, and these are the people that are supposed to care about you and take care of you, that you should be able to trust. These are the people that are supposed to love you unconditionally.
The parents need to be given resources to help them address their issues so they can reunify with their children. So that is the ultimate goal, but sometimes when the parents are unable to do that, the children are sometimes placed in long-term foster care.
I had a lot of problems. Extremely insecure. I couldn't trust anybody. I felt like I wasn't good enough for anybody. How was I supposed to trust people that weren't my family? How was I supposed to make a connection with a man and trust someone?
I've also heard of other cases where um, young girls who had been sexually abused were taken out of the home and then put into foster care. And then, unfortunately, other instances of abuse happened to them while they were there. So it's something that's kind of pushed under the rug, but sometimes those situations do happen to kids while they're in the care of a foster parent.
And we ask them why little kids, why little boys, or why little girls. They like the innocence of the girl. They like taking away the innocence of little girls.
15 years later, and Tyler's best years of his life didn't do so great. Plagued by suicidal thoughts and depression, like many abuse survivors, he turned to drugs and alcohol to mask his pain. Through it all, he managed to have a lovely little girl. Unfortunately, when the nighttime hits, he becomes the same monster he so feared and hated.